Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Pathologic. Last time we made it to day 3, so that's exciting. It's only been like almost 100 episodes or whatever. But yeah, alright. So last time we scammed a bunch of people out of money, as you do. I got some letters. And by some, I mean a letter from Eva. I mean from the powers that be. The evening letter from the powers that be, day 2. To facilitate your assignment, we will be sending a special train carrying medicine, sanitary equipment, and personnel. We expect the train to arrive in 4 days. The Inquisitor, allegedly Mark Karminsky or Peter Croy, will travel separately. As the sanitary train reaches town before the Inquisitor, the personnel and equipment therein will be yours to manage. The person in charge of the sanitary expedition will be duly instructed to collaborate. We hope by that time you will have exhaustive information as to what the nature of the disease is. Sent on behalf of the manipulatory laboratory. Yeah, I still don't have this. I don't have any of the routes. Like, I've forgotten all of them. Like I said, I gotta... One day here, I swear I'll go print off a map, and so I don't have to check the endgame map constantly, because, like, it's mainly just a problem of knowing where all the dead ends are. I know vaguely where everything is. It's just like... sometimes vaguely knowing is not enough, you know? He's gotta have strong legs to be able to, like, go on those areas. Like on that really steep incline. Like when I sneak through there, I'm just walking... Oops, okay, that guy is there. Hang on, is there actually... There is a store nearby. I can reset the NPCs with that, I think. Might be the good plan, because the best plan, because there was like... Also, I don't know where I'm going. But there was a murderer guy inside, so I can't really avoid him, if that's going to be the case. Is this the wrong angle for the store? Am I going to have to just, like, reset? Because I don't want this to be taking... I mean, I don't think it really matters if this takes, like, however long. Or maybe ideally just by leaving he will be despawned? Looks that way. Alright, let's go ahead and sneak in, and we'll get ourselves another cutscene. Alright, yeah, let's just make a break for it at this point. I don't know, like, I don't think these are important, but I want to have them here anyways.
Except something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
Well, always a fun time here. That one guy sounds a lot like, Watto, the racist guy from Star Wars. Whoops, I forgot the controls for a second. Don't mind me jumping like a fool.
A man would rather say evil of himself than say nothing.
Alright, well, cool. Thanks for that little info. Yeah. So this has really ended up just being for that one cutscene. That's fine. Now we just got hope. We get a nice trip home. And then tomorrow we will be doing things, I guess. I mean, that's a lot of what this game is, you know, doing things. I find that's often true for games in general. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like talking through. I mean, I guess like normally when I'm walking between places, I don't really say anything because there's not really anything going on, and so like I feel like if I edit out those parts, we're not really missing anything. I normally like base my editing mostly on like when I'm talking versus when I'm not, because that's usually a good indicator of like when things are happening. I mean, with like certain cutscenes, for instance, the like one we just saw, there's exceptions, but yeah, normally I like try to keep talking if I think what the gameplay is at that moment is interesting. I feel like these sections, since, you know, it is kind of, you are actively doing something, you do have to, like, dodge people and whatever. It is arguably worth talking through. I don't know. We'll go up, back to bed, we'll save again, because I can mess up sleeping somehow. This is that kind of game. And then I don't remember how long we need to sleep for. So we'll take this kind of slow. I don't know if is it 7 o'clock? I don't think it's 6, right? We'll find out here. It's 7, right? Yeah, there we go. I should also eat some of my bread as well. Oh, that bread works really well. I'm glad I bought so much of it. You know what, I'll save here. I don't know, this is gonna get myself a nice scenic shot. I don't know why I'm saving so much, but I mean, it's kind of a good game for it. A worrying message from Georgia Kane. Please visit me at the Crucible at your earliest convenience. Another misfortune has befallen us, and again it concerns the person whom you have traveled so far to see. I hope the woes of our family are still of some importance to you, Kane. They certainly are, buddy. Let's go talk to my main man here. Alright, let's see how Big George is doing. I don't know why I called him that, but what's up?
Who could have thought? A plague is staring us in the face. That's how much his demise means.
Yeah, my dear doctor, misfortune is a regular guest in our family home. A new calamity has befallen us. What is it? The house in which Reuben lived and worked has been tainted by infectious mold and fallen prey to the looters. Our messengers searched every nook and cranny. Neither Reuben nor Simon's body are in the house. Some of the people that helped to undertake the search are paying a terrible price. They've contracted the sand pest. How do you explain the absence of the body? It appears that once the infection began to spread across the house, Master Reuben decided to remove the body. He must have taken it to some hidden location that he considers safe. However, since we still haven't heard from him, we can only infer that Reuben is dead. I mean, I know where he lives, so we could maybe check there once today's quest is done. The body was stolen, perhaps? True. Someone could have stolen the body to force their family into offering ransom for its return. In this case, Reuben's silent absence might mean that he is in pursuit of the thieves. Is there anything I can do for you? Please help us recover the body, Doctor. We are already much indebted to you for having identified Simon's killer. It is not your fault that the truth has turned out to be so distressing to us all. I implore you to help find Simon and us once more. Find my brother's body. I implore you to help Simon and us once more. Find my brother's body. The task is far from trivial. Where do I even start? Someone may have seen something. I believe you've made some useful acquaintance in the town slums. Not to mention we have all manner of lowlife here. Could they know something? Speak to my brother Victor. He is much better than me where the practical side of things is concerned. I'll let you know what I find. We end up going to that one house. This is where we, like, shoot the raiders, right? Like, we gotta kind of, shuttle around between a few people first. I'm pretty sure it's young Vlad that tells us about the house, right? Victor tells us to talk to young Vlad, and we talk to him, and he tells us to go to the house, and then we gotta, like, kill people. I think that's where the bullets will come in handy, too. I mean, I did manage to do the fight perfect last time, but it'll be easy.
The true way to be deceived is to think oneself more knowing than others.
So true, bestie. Every hour brings us more trouble. I'm looking for your brother's body, Victor. Do you have any ideas on the subject? I do. If I were you, Olgimsky's son would be the first person I'd turn to. Yeah, I remember this. Young Vlad, nicknamed Charon. I haven't heard anyone call him by that name. Ruben and he have had some business together. He knows places where Ruben may have taken the body. I'll talk to him. Vlad the Younger is a loyal son. He may be cynical, but deep inside he believes in the precepts of vassal ethics. He has no reason to conceal a crime, but he'd never help us knowing that we're acting against his father's best interests, notwithstanding our respect for each other. I respect such adherence to principles too. Yeah, and now we get to go talk to young Vlad. As always, a lot of this game is just moving around place to place. I mean, that's fine though. It gives us a chance to explore, it gives us a chance to loot some garbage cans, and hopefully buy some bullets and or schmouters from children. Alright, young Vlad, how's it going, my man?
Where did those lazy bastards go?
I love how, like, the tone of voice they use. Where did those lazy bastards go? How can I help you? How can I help you? Ruben's disappeared. Someone's been infected and looted. Neither his body nor Simon's was there. Where could he have gone? I don't know. I haven't seen him. Do you suspect that Ruben is dead? Why should I suspect that? If Ruben were alive, he would undoubtedly make his whereabouts known. And he certainly wouldn't keep quiet about the past getting inside the town. He's one of the few who have an actual understanding of what that entails. Is that what you think? Is that what you think? Well, if neither Ruben nor Simon were in the dead house, that means Ruben has at least attempted to move the keeper's body to another place. Otherwise, we would have to surmise that someone had stolen two infected bodies with peculiarly obscure purposes. Wouldn't you agree? So what is that other place? There are several locations where Ruben could have taken the corpse, but I have no plans to reveal them to you until you do your family a favor in return. Gladly, unless it takes up too much of my time. Right, I remember this, yeah. I've got to talk to Victor again and then talk to Vlad again, so that's exciting. I want to settle the dispute between us and the Cains concerning our unwillingness to let emissaries into the Termitary. I don't know what the Cains are thinking, but we're not harboring anything or anyone there that could be of even remote interest to them, especially to my deeply esteemed fellow, Victor. So why don't you let the inspectors in? First of all, it's dangerous. The rabble is rioting. I've told you about that more than once already. Secondly, Father will not submit to the younger Cain's orders. If this keeps up, we'll be soon taking orders from his 10-year-old son. Fine, what's your plan? The Cains are hiding something too. They have their own skeleton in the closet, and it's even more unsightly than ours. Our closet is full of our own workers. Theirs is full of other people's children's. Did I say children's? Children. If you can make sure that everything is well inside the polyhedron, then trust me, the Termitary is fine too. It's an enclave, a closed chamber. So you believe that the quarantine will be effective in keeping the infection out of that giant bunkhouse? Certainly. Did you not say yourself, or at least that's how it was relayed to me, that walls are a solid defense? Besides, think of what will happen if 10,000 people pour into the street in search of food and gossip. Try to imagine the picture. Sounds convincing. I'll inspect the polyhedron and talk to Victor, but I'll ask a favor of you in return. Help me find Simon's body. try to curb the righteous anger and the terrible of the judge and the terrible victor. They seem to have finally decided to harass my father to death. I have no doubt that no matter what he did, it's not his fault. If you do that, I will gladly assist you. Deal. Yeah, look into the well, all awkward. Now I gotta go back and talk to Vic again, so that's exciting. Alright, hey man, guess what?
Is this disease indeed as deadly as they say?
Every hour brings us more trouble. I come bearing news from the Olgimskys. It has to do with the termitary. I'm most curious, what is it? Vlad the Younger asked me to tell you the following. The termitary had been closed before the polyhedron was, and there are many witnesses to that. Really? What is he getting at? He has no reason to believe that the situation inside the termitary is different from that inside the tower. Ingenious. Damn it. Alright, so be it. If that's how he's putting it, then I'm forced to leave him alone, for now. You can tell him that. It'll only last until we find proof that not everything is in order inside the termitary. I hope there's no doubt in your mind that I'm obviously only doing this to get the Olgimskys to reveal the location of Simon's body to me. I haven't been wasting my time either in the meantime. The information my couriers have brought back is terrible. There's a ripper in the town. Fragments of human bodies have been found. It's either a stranger who doesn't observe our traditions of not killing people randomly, or it really is something or someone sent by the steppe. Who is this stranger? Earlier I feared that Big Vlad was sheltering him at the termitary. It's clear now that that isn't the case. He is on the loose. I think he's the thief. Also, I believe that he's the very man who's been accused of patricide, the cursed, wayward son of Isdor Barach. What makes you think it's him? I haven't made up my mind yet, I just have my suspicions. The end times are upon us if sons have ceased to honor their fathers. I'm not going to comment on that. They're turning the earth towards the void. Toppling what their parents built is what these wayward children are best at, but you never create anything in its place. You're entitled to your opinion. My son has founded a kingdom of his own. Oh, his son is the main guy inside the polyhedron, I think, or the whatever that tower is. There it is, towering above our sinful earth. Won't let anyone into that world, not even his own father. If you're interested to know what's going on in there, give it a try. Maria thinks you're a man for whom nothing is impossible. Yes, I'll follow your advice. Alright. So, do we go straight back to Big Vlad, or do we have to check out the tower ourselves? Okay. I'll save here just in case. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, if I can just tell my man to let the guards in, but yeah, on the map now, we have to go to the polyhedron ourselves, which I don't mind. I mean, this will be maybe a bit more interesting of a segment too for the video. Because we get to climb up the tower. I think it's really cool they did this. I mean, I was thinking theoretically a lot of this game could just be well, maybe that's not true. I was gonna say maybe it could be devoid of the actual physical element, just being a visual novel or something. But I mean, the plague segments and food management kind of are at odds with that. But in any case, I think things like this are really good, how they kind of take the advantage of they're doing everything in this nice fancy 3D engine to give some visual spectacle to everything that's happening. I think it's really effective and cool. Also, I wish there were railings on these stairs. I'm always so afraid when I'm climbing up them that I'm about to fall off, but because I still don't know exactly where your feet are supposed to be. So it's hard to know exactly where you are relative on the stairs. Like, I always just try to keep the center of them in as close to the center of the screen as I can, but you know, you're never fully sure. And you know, I did fall off the tower once before. I don't remember if it was on accident or on purpose, but anyways, kid. Doghead. You can't go inside or else the tower will topple. I'm a friend of the Kains. I've come to see Khan. You're in luck then. Khan has left the facet some more in his grandfather. Come in, but don't try to get inside. You really don't want us all to perish, do you? I really don't. And now we're in here. This is this is one of those really weird moments when you first like encounter this area. You just get teleported to this weird place. What? Adults are not allowed in here. It can topple the tower. I won't be staying for long. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? My name is Casper. I am son to both Victor and Nina, the youngest of the Kains. Now name yourself. Bachelor Dankovsky. Are you a friend of our family? I am.
This is it. No more games. No one needs us.
You wanted to speak to me. I'm listening. I need to examine the structure. No, guest, that is impossible. We don't trust grown-ups. We can't allow the corruption to get inside. That's why we risk our lives guarding this place. Perhaps the pains we're taking will be convincing enough proof for you. Who are you guarding your tower from? You, your doppelgangers, everyone who comes from across the river. I don't have any doppelgangers. You do, 2 of them, right? The Haruspecs and the Changeling, of course. Also endeavoring to save humanity, at least that's what they say. Every word they say, they utter mirrors yours, and so far they've caused nothing but harm. What kind of harm? Our salvation lies in repose and silence. Our town must stay still now. Freeze, like someone who stirred up a nest of venomous snakes. Then the disease will abate and burn up in its own flames. I was told these were your words, were they? Close enough. But what do my doppelgangers have to do with anything? They make people uneasy. It's because of them that no one stays put. Disturbed by the Haruspecs' actions and the Changeling's barmy preaching. These people start fussing and end up laying their lives upon the altar of the common good. You children will not listen to you. Why, what did I do to lose the trust of children? I'm protecting our world. We were doing just fine without you. We can handle this plague even if it spells the end of our world. Did you want to check this place, that this place is clean? Have a look around. It is clean, I promise you. But I won't let you in, wise bachelor. No offense. Are you sure? You may mean well, but you bring evil and destruction all the same. This town is too fragile for your thudding steps. Your heavy hand will crush us all, even if you were only grabbing us in order to pull us out of the abyss. Go in peace. Everything's alright here. Will you promise to let me know if anyone becomes sick? I promise. I'll be happy to talk to you any time here at the Agate Pit. And if something terrible happens inside, I'll be the first to shout for your help. That's reassuring. Alright, thank you, child. And, is there anything more to... Nope, the dog heads don't talk. And that's our conversation with him. So don't we have to interact with one of these to... Yeah, that's how we get out. Alright, pretty cool stuff. Pretty fun stuff. Next time, I'll make my way down next time, but... For now, I think we're close enough to our time limit. I'm just going to save here and call it an episode. Hopefully this is a reasonable enough length for a video. I mean, it's gotta be right after editing. Also, I just love the view of like how high up we are, as scary as it is. I'm not gonna jump. I've already jumped once before. I don't think that would be a good omen for this playthrough. But as always, thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video.